Good morning, my dear students. In today's live class, we were studied about the remaining portions in production of vaccines and also about the increasing soil fertility, cleaning environment and other uses of microorganisms. Okay. So first thing is about vaccines. What are vaccines? Vaccines are the small doses of dead and weakened disease-causing microorganisms itself that are introduced into our body to stimulate the immune response. So they are the disease-causing microorganisms itself, but it is in a small dose in dead or weakened form. Okay, to enhance our or to stimulate our immune response. So when the vaccine is introduced into our body, it acts like an antigen. What is meant by antigen? Yes, antigen is any foreign thing that is introduced into our body and that can have the ability to stimulate the immune response in our body. So whenever the vaccine is introduced into our body, that will act as an antigen, and so that the corresponding antibody will be produced in our body automatically. Okay, so what is meant by this antibody? Antibody is a protein that acts against this antigen. So in a response mechanism, when the antigen like vaccine is introduced, the corresponding antibody will be produced by our body itself as a response. Okay, that's how the vaccine affects in our body, and this antibody will persist for a long period of time in our body, so that that disease causing microorganism will be prevented in our body, so that the disease also get prevented. That is how the vaccination affects in our body. And there are vaccines for different diseases like hepatitis B, polio, then tetanus, smallpox, cholera, tuberculosis, etc. The vaccination will be given, and this may be either orally or as in the form of injection is given in our body. And have you heard about the National Pulse Polio Program? It is for eradicating the polio virus or for preventing the polio disease. The children below the age of 5 years were given with polio drops. That is the main aim of National Pulse Polio Program, and in order to eradicate the polio disease. And according to the age of children, the particular dose of vaccines are given up to a certain age, and that is a particular vaccine which is given at a particular age is termed as immunization schedule. And the table for immunization schedule in India is given in your textbook. I will just read that. In 0th month, which means during the infancy stage, smallpox, BCG for the protection against tuberculosis were given. And during the age of 3 to 12 months, DPT, diphtheria, pertussis and tetanus. DPT vaccines are given, and also the polio BCG is given. In 9 to 15 months, measles and smallpox revaccination is given. In 18 to 24 months, DPT again as a booster dose, then polio. Booster dose, if the same antigen is introduced again, it is called a booster dose. And in 5 to 6 years, smallpox revaccination given. Then again in 5 to 6 years, DT for the protection against diphtheria and tetanus, booster dose, and also typhoid vaccines are given. And the discovery of smallpox vaccine, how it is discovered, which is given as a story in your textbook. I will just read it again. Edward Jenner, the scientist named Edward Jenner, who identified the smallpox vaccine in 1798. And how he discovered this, we can study that. He noticed that milkmen did not suffer from smallpox even during epidemics if they had earlier suffered from cowpox. On May 14, 1796, Dr. Jenner took cowpox matter from blisters on the arm of a milkmaid and injected that into the arm of an 8-year-old boy. James Phipps, that boy named James Phipps. Phipps quickly developed cowpox and recovered. On July 1st, 1796, Dr. Jenner injected the same boy Phipps with smallpox, but he did not contract smallpox. He had acquired immunity from smallpox. In this way, Edward Jenner discovered the vaccine for smallpox. Smallpox has been completely eradicated from the world. This is how the scientist named Edward Jenner discovered smallpox vaccines. Okay, and there are certain bacteria that are used for the production of vitamin B complex tablets. That is a vitamin supplement for our body. Okay, and the next thing is next use of microorganism is it increase the soil fertility. It increase soil fertility. We know that the nitrogen present in the atmosphere cannot be absorbed by the plants. And how they can absorb it? With the help of rhizobium bacteria present in the roots of leguminous plants, the nitrogen in the atmosphere is fixed. That means they will absorb the atmospheric nitrogen and convert into nitrates, nitrogenous compound called nitrates, and that is called as nitrogen fixation. And when the roots such plants decomposes, that nitrate reaches the soil and that can be easily absorbed by the plants. Okay, and they can this kind of nitrogen fixation increases the soil fertility too. And there are certain other living organisms that can also fix the atmospheric nitrogen, like bacteria and blue-green algae, and they are collectively called as biological nitrogen fixers. So rhizobium along with the bacteria, blue-green algae are collectively called as biological nitrogen fixers. They will increase the soil fertility and also they will fix the atmospheric nitrogen. That is the next use of microorganism. And the next one is cleaning the environment. We know that the microorganisms like bacteria, they act as the decomposers. So the organic matters of plants and animals, they will decompose and broken down into smaller pieces, and that can be soluble in soil. So it is easily absorbed by the plants. And also the piles of this kind of dead organisms can be removed from the earth's surface, so that the microorganisms play the vital role in the decomposition process. And also there are certain bacteria present in water. They will decompose the sewage and other waste products present in water. So this is how the cleaning environment function is done by microorganisms. And the next topic is other uses. There are lots of other uses by the microorganisms. For example, the bacteria are useful in the production of leathers and jute industries. And the bacteria and other microorganisms are useful in the production of biogas from the products like waste, agricultural waste, garbage waste, and all other animal waste, etc. The biogas can be produced with the help of microorganisms. And in the animals' ruminants, the bacteria present in their digestive system helps to digest cellulose. Okay, ruminants like cows and goats, their digestive system contains bacteria that helps to digest cellulose present in the food that they eat. And also there are certain bacteria in human beings and all other animals are present in the digestive tract in order to facilitate or enhance the digestion process. Okay, and that's all about the uses of microorganisms, and the next topic is harmful microorganism that we will discuss in our next class. These are the things that we have covered in today's class. Thank you.